All right, today we're going to break down a system for turning your ambition into actual reality. And listen, this isn't just about feeling motivated. This is a real blueprint, a step-by-step guide for anyone out there who feels like they've got big dreams but are missing the instruction manual. Does this feel familiar? You wake up, you're fired up, you have this clear vision of who you want to become, but then the day gets away from you. And by the time your head hits the pillow, you're just left with this nagging feeling of regret, wondering, how do I actually get from here to there? The system we're exploring today was born from that exact struggle. It comes from someone who realized the world just gives you vague advice, like work hard or follow your passion. So they decided to figure out the manual for themselves. And today, we're going to get that manual. Okay, so let's dive right into part one. Because before you can change a single thing in the outside world, you absolutely have to start with the operating system that's running inside your own head. Here's the first thing you have to get. Your brain is not designed to make you a huge success. Nope. It's designed to keep you safe. So the second you try something new or difficult, it's gonna send out all these signals. Fear, doubt, anxiety, all to protect the old version of you. It's not a flaw, it's a feature. We just have to learn how to manage it. So how do you manage it? Well, it comes down to this incredible concept, neuroplasticity. This is the science that proves change is possible. Think of it as your brain's superpower. It's the ability to literally rewire its own circuits, not just by thinking happy thoughts, but through your consistent actions. And here's what that looks like in the real world. On day one of a new habit, your brain is screaming, "Stop, this is uncomfortable, go back to safety." But if you just push through that initial resistance, something amazing happens. By about day 7, the action starts to feel familiar. And by day 21, you've started to forge a brand new identity. That's not motivational fluff. That is biology. We get this completely backward most of the time. We sit around waiting to feel confident or to feel belief before we take action. This system flips that on its head. It says belief is the result of your actions. It's a skill you build, like a muscle, through disciplined, repeated effort, especially on the days you don't feel like it. So it all comes down to this simple but powerful shift. You have to learn to become the teacher of your own mind. You have to learn to observe that negative, fearful inner voice, question it, and correct it instead of just blindly obeying it. It's the difference between being a passenger in your own head and being the pilot. Okay, let's move on to the second pillar. Once you start managing your inner world, you need to give it a crystal clear target to aim for. This is all about defining your direction. See, your brain just can't work with vague wishes like, I want to be successful. What does that even mean? It needs specific, clear commands. Dreaming is passive. It's a cloud that just floats away. But deciding, that's an active command. It tells your brain exactly where to point all of its incredible resources. And that's why the physical act of writing down your clear goal every single day is so unbelievably powerful. It's not some magic trick. You're literally programming your subconscious mind. You're sending a direct command, day after day, until your brain starts to believe, oh, okay, this must be who we are now. This must be what we're doing. But there's a huge trap here, a critical warning. Talking about your big goals all the time can be dangerous. Why? Because every time you announce your plans, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine, the reward chemical. It tricks you into feeling like you've already made progress, which can actually kill your motivation to do the real work. So what's the solution? You have to embrace the art of private progress. Protect your ambition. Keep it safe from outside opinions and from that little dopamine trap. Build in silence. Work quietly. Let your results be the thing that makes all the noise. All right, we've rewired our mind. We've set a clear direction. Now for the final piece, the part where the rubber meets the road, the daily execution. This is about how you win the day every single day. I want you to adopt the mindset of a farmer. Think about it. A farmer can't control the weather or the exact day the harvest will come. They can't force the seeds to grow, but they can control their daily actions, the inputs. They focus on watering, weeding, and protecting the crop. So track your effort, not the immediate outcome. The harvest will come if you just trust the process. So let's do a quick audit of your 24 hours. Your day can be broken down into 4 zones. First, you have build time. This is sacred. This is maybe 10% of your day, those 2 to 3 hours dedicated only to your goal. Then you have learn time, another 10% for reading and growth. Maintain time is the biggest chunk, about 60%. Your job, chores, sleep. But the real enemy, it's kill time. That last 20%, mindless scrolling, complaining, gossip. The mission is simple. Steal time from the kill zone and reinvest it into the build and learn zones. And to do that, to actually spend more time in those crucial first two zones, you have to realize that your focus is under attack. In a world that is designed for distraction, your attention is your most valuable asset. It is your future, and you have to protect it fiercely. So how do you actually do it? Here are 3 dead simple tactics. 1. Schedule deep work blocks in your calendar, non-negotiable appointments with your goal. 2. Put your phone on airplane mode for an hour or 2. Create a fortress of focus. And 3. When a random thought pops into your head, don't follow it down a rabbit hole. Just jot it down on a distraction list to deal with later. Simple. And this might be the most powerful and maybe the toughest truth in this whole system. We think success is this big, exciting, glamorous event. It's not. Real achievement is forged in the quiet, repetitive, and often boring actions you take when no one is watching. The secret is learning to fall in love with that disciplined process. Okay, so let's bring it all home. We've gone through the mind, the direction, and the daily execution. This is your complete blueprint for action. The whole system really boils down to these 3 pillars. Number 1, master your mind. Reprogram your brain and build real belief through your actions. Number 2, define your direction. Get crystal clear on your target and build in silence. And number 3, execute daily. Track your inputs, fiercely protect your focus, and learn to love the boring, repetitive work. So there you have it. This isn't just a dose of motivation. It's an actionable system. It's a real plan that can help you shift from just reacting to whatever life throws at you to actually being the one in the driver's seat. You have the blueprint. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?